Alrighty, welcome to a cube draft. We're using my cube, updated with Final Fantasy, and that's a Black Lotus. That is my Final Fantasy. Opening Black Lotus pick one, pack one is incredible. Even better, I'm passing to Mark, my good buddy, and Mark, you getting a Tameo. Okay, I was going to say he's not getting anything good, but Tameo's actually pretty good. So I am passing a Tameo here, which leaves D-Stern to take Ponder, Dothy, Voidwalker, Wasteland. These are all pretty weak, but that's fine. I'm not complaining. Lotus into Mana Vault. Oh, we're fast mana today. Definitely taking Mana Vault. Artifacts, they're open. Actually, we'll see where we go. But I don't think Reanimate... Lotus isn't even... Like, Reanimator is not the best Lotus deck. Not that it's bad. You can obviously love Lotus there. But I'm taking Mana Vault. And Mark probably does take Reanimate to go with Tameo. Unless you first pick, like, Swords to Plowshares. In which case... Actually, in which case you still might. There's no white cards here. But you get the idea. All right, well, easy Mana Vault here. Anytime you start with two alpha cards, it's a good time. And to pick three, I don't think I can snap off Candelabra here. Oh, Lurrus time. It's Lurrus time. I have Lotus. Lurrus is just the nuts. All right. You know, Mana Vault Lurrus isn't like exactly the best combo, but you know, we will make it work. Also, here's the thing. I could move off of Lurrus. I'd be passing up on an Elspeth here. Yeah, that's totally fine. I do like Elspeth, but I'm very happy taking Lurrus here and trying to draft a sick Lurrus deck. And here we pick up a Dismember. Dismember is incredible. It's just a great removal spell over Pest Infestation, Bolt, Wrath, Jace, Hexdrinker. Yeah, these are all whatever. Okay. And, you know, if the opportunity presents itself to go a different direction, we certainly can. But, oh, I'm taking Yogg-Will here. I've got Lotus. This is going to make use of my Mana Vault nicely. Yeah, we're going to draft combo. When you have Lotus, Mana Vault, Lurrus this early, this is the time to do it. So let's go. I'm excited about this. Drafting something a little bit different than normal. And that's what opening cards like this can afford you. The opportunity to take a card like Yogg-Will, which normally wouldn't do all that much. Passing a bunch of red this pack? Sure. To go with that Tameo, maybe? I don't know. And Shiko, Delighted Halfling, a Braid. I think if I didn't take Yogg-Will here, I don't even know what I would take. Just given where I'm at, maybe a Braid, but that's not even that exciting. And then here, now here's my artifacts, my Kappa Cannoneers and whatnot. I could take Reprieve. Astrologian's Planisphere is kind of nice. 2 mana, 1/1 with Super Prowess, and it has Equip 2, Job Select. Does a lot of cool stuff. I think this card's sweet. I kind of want to just take Sensei's top because this could be a Bolas' Citadel situation. And, I mean, Reprieve is also not bad, but I think I just take top here. Top is awesome. Oh, Prismatic Vista. Yeah. 6 is also a combo with Lotus, but I don't think that's where I'm heading here. And Oust is also decent, but I'm pretty happy just taking Vista. I'm not sure where I'm going. And then now I can probably take Snapcaster, but Cecil Dark Knight. 1 mana, 2/3, Death Touch. When it hits, you lose that much life. When you're at 10 life, it flips. I said I was going to change the arts last draft. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to take Snapcaster Mage here. I think I like that more than Shelldock or Backstreet. Snapcaster has some good possibilities. And now, ooh, Life Death? It's a way to get back Lurrus. That's not nothing. Could end up... Probably not going to end up in combo, or in the Reanimator, rather. Though I could ditch the Lurrus. I haven't made another big pick because of Lurrus. Like, I haven't passed up, I think, something really good. Maybe the Teferi Time Raveler was the closest, probably, but I think I'll still take Life Death here. I don't know if I actually want it. Maybe I'll just take Overgrown Tomb. Catcher of Triumph is a little far away from where I'm at, and Overgrown Tomb seems like it could fit nicely, depending on, like, if I get Pillage the Bog or something along those lines. All right, we'll keep the Life Death in for now, but I'm a little skeptical of it. There wasn't anything else in that pack that was really speaking to me here. And then here, ooh, I could take Candelabra. This deck could still transition into an Academy deck. I could also take Cathar Commando. It's pretty good with Lurrus. Let's take Cathar Commando, as much as I like the idea. Ooh, I'll take Pirate Spellbomb for sure. Spellbomb is nice. And then here, I think Shiko's the best card in this pack, so I'll just take it. I'll take Giver of Runes. I could end up doing something like that. I don't know. We'll keep our options open. I don't think Giver of Runes Cathar Commando is really going to be where I end up, but you know, if you take out the Yogg-Will, this deck could also just be like a mid-range Luris deck, so which I think is fine too. Again, it's not like I took Yogwill over an incredibly good card. I took it over, there was like Flame Tongue Delighted Halfling, that kind of stuff in the pack. All right. Oh, we're taking Underworld Breach though. Let's do it. This very weird looking card is from Final Fantasy Commander. It's 2 mana 2/2. When it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So already just like attacks is a 3/3, then a 4/4. And then if a card leaves your graveyard, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent, like at the end of your turn. So this is a great pack. Let's see. I'm going to take Breach for sure. There's Duress, Daze, Polluted Delta, Brainstorm, Barrogoyf, Verdant Catacombs, Lelia. Those are my guess for the 7. So maybe I get Pentad Prism back. Witherbloom Apprentice probably comes back, so I want to keep that in mind as well. But I'm definitely taking the Underworld Breach. And then now, Broadside Bombardiers is the first time where it's like, yeah, this is a cost to not take because of Luris here. But let me see. I could take Entomb. Entomb with Breach and Yogwill and Luris is actually pretty reasonable. I could just hate the Bombardiers and see, how that ends up, though. I really do want to play Luris in my Black Lotus Underworld Breach deck. It is very good there. And there's like Chain Lightning. Yeah, I'm just going to take Entomb. This looks like a good Entomb deck. I need to find Brain Freeze if I can. Let's see. And here, there's a Johnny, but I don't think... I think the Cathar Commando Giver stuff is just not that likely to happen. And I think we're going to want a combo. Don't want him. I could take Rafine's Tower. I could take Time Spiral. This actually looks like a pretty reasonable Time Spiral deck. I could take Manifold Key to go with this Mana Vault on top. Oh, why don't I do that? I think that's pretty busted, and I like having keys in case Vault shows up. And then here, there's Necromancy, Citadel, but I didn't end up, it doesn't look like I'm going to be on the Tinker range here. I could take Badlands, because I am going to want to cast this Underworld Breach. Kind of like just doing that. Enlightened Tutor also comes back a lot of the time, so I'll take Badlands here. Oh, Paradoxical Outcome. That's kind of what this deck's looking like. Because look, I've got Manifold Key, Mana Vault, Lotus, Pirate, Spellbomb, Sensei's Top, and Manifold Key, Mana Vault are among the best things. Mana Vault and Mana Crypt are the 2 best cards to PO. Oh, also Snapcaster? Yeah, we're taking PO. All right. Thassa's Oracle? Okay. There's also Sephiroth Fabled Soldier, which is not what this deck wants at all. It costs 3, it's like a Blood Artist, all that stuff. Starting Town's pretty busted, though. The problem with taking Starting Town and not taking Oracle is if I don't end up with Brain Freeze, Oracle's actually a pretty legit win condition with like PO, Yogwill, draw your whole deck. So even though this is a really, really strong land, I think I gotta take the Oracle. It's just much safer to have that. And then here, I'll just take Iteration. That I think will be good. Though, actually, maybe Talisman. Blue-Black Talisman helps with PO. Fixes my mana. That's pretty close. Iteration is a pretty great card. I think I'll take Iteration. I think you can find more Talismans. And then here, I could take Black-White Land. I don't necessarily have any white cards, though. Zagoth Triumph as a blue-black tap land is probably fine. I don't think I care about Stern Scolding. Suplex is kind of nice, too. Deal 3 to creature or exile target artifact. Maybe I just take that because I'm going to be more Grixis-y. All right, I'll go with Suplex, have a little bit of interaction. Duress came back? All right. So what got taken? Because all the rest of the cards are the ones I thought would wheel. I guess there was just one card, which obviously I didn't think was better than Duress. But yeah, this works nicely. Also Duress and Iteration and Suplex all make Snapcaster better, which is pretty nice. Okay. So Overgrown Tomb's not doing much. So it could use a little bit more in the way of mana fixing. But this looks like a really excellent Grixis outcome sort of deck. And of course, Brain Freeze would just be the stone nuts. So let's hope we get that in pack 3 here. And other than that, I mean, yeah, counter spells and card draw would both be good. This deck is a little bit light on those. I'm glad I took that Iteration. And in retrospect, that wasn't that close of a pick. And then here, I don't think I'm going to play a white-red land. Arena of Glory doesn't do much. I could hate a card. I think I'll hate Torsten. I don't know. I'm not going to play Ren and 6 either. If I had more fetches, maybe I would. Oh, Hymn to Turok is a pretty good card. I think I will just take that. Okay, so they all came back. I think I'll take Enlightened Tutor. So maybe I could have taken the white-red land. I don't know. If I get a time vault, oh no, there's no time vault. Sorry, I forgot that we were using my cube. I'm probably not going to play FOMO or Sephiroth. There's no time vault, so Manifold Key isn't quite that good. But Enlightened Tutor could end up, I mean, it can get Breach. Yeah, getting Breach, Lotus, all these things, probably worth considering if I can get the fixing for it. All right, what do we got? Mishra's Workshop? No. Okay. You know what? Mind Twist haters and doubters, this is where you want Mind Twist. So sure, I will take Mind Twist in my Mana Vault Lotus deck. Not as good as Brain Freeze for me, sadly. There's also Gitaxian Probe would also be really nice, but I actually think that, well, actually, maybe I'll take Probe. No, I'll take Mind Twist. Fine. I'll do it. Just because everyone loves the Mind Twist. Dark Ritual and Cabal Ritual are both really high picks as well. So I would love to see one of those. But Brain Freeze is public enemy number one when it comes to what I want to see. Lotus Petal would be pretty nice too. Lands, blue card draw would be nice. I'll take a Mox. Don't hate that. Make my PO a lot better. Whew. There's Archon, Nadu, Toxic Deluge, Edict, Lutri, Ocelot Pride, Marsh Flats. So nothing I'm probably going to wheel, but I'll take a Mox. That sounds great to me. And then here, Volcanic Island's got to be it. Yeah, I don't want Spellseeker. Night's Whisper isn't bad, but I think a Volcanic is going to be better. It's also Lingering Souls, Mind Stone. Yeah. Brain Freeze. Come on. I think Breach could still be great in this deck. And worth playing, especially with like Entomb and Luris and all that. But Brain Freeze would just make this deck so much better. It's the one card that would make this deck a ton better. But Lotus Petal also helps. Take Lotus Petal here over Containment Priest, Galvanic Discharge, whatever. Cards that don't really matter. And remember, from this direction, Stostrop, JBV, Magic Boy, they haven't passed LED or Underworld Breach. The Underworld Breach came in pack 2. So there's really no reason why they wouldn't pass a Brain Freeze. After all, why shouldn't they? I would also take Tendrils. Tendrils would be a card. Tendrils and Rituals and Brain Freeze are all the cards I'm really looking for. Though obviously Brain Freeze would just be by far the best. All right, I'm excited. Where is it? Where's my Brain Freeze? I'll take Ether Spellbomb here over Caustic Bronco. This is Dion Bahamut's Dominant. 4 mana, 3/3, plus a 2/2, and it transforms into just a massive dragon. But Ether Spellbomb looks pretty good to me. I don't think we're getting Brain Freeze. Oh. Okay, the Luris plan might be on pause here. Auriok Salvagers is kind of the nuts with Lotus. And I have Entomb also. Yeah, all right. I'm going to put Luris in my deck. It's no longer going to be a companion. I think that's too good. I'm too impressed with the Salvagers combo. And then here there's, Chromatic Star, Retrofitter, Urza's Bauble. It's not Retrofitter because I don't have the mana for that. I don't have like an Academy. Passing a Fiery Confluence I don't love. I don't know if it's Bauble or Star. Probably Star because I'm playing a bunch of colors. All right. I do like Bauble a lot. Star also goes infinite with Salvagers right away. It's a lot better than Bauble. Yeah, so that's better. Okay. Life Death might be worth playing as well. I don't think any of these expensive cards were not in the deck because of Luris, but we are now playing it. So now this is 15 lands plus these 3 things, so I might have to cut this Life Death. I don't know. Enlightened Tutor? The problem is it gets Breach, but Breach is no longer as important because I never picked up the Brain Freeze. Or not no longer as important, but is it going to end up not being as important as it could have been? And here, I think I just take Gemstone Mine. Playing a 5-color combo deck here. Well, 4, I guess. We're not playing any green cards. All right, so no Brain Freeze, kind of sad. But no real complaints. This still end up being a pretty great deck here. And no Rituals. That is also kind of sad. So maybe some complaints. I could play Giver of Runes, but I don't think I want to, because I'm probably not playing that many white sources. The Salvagers is going to come in off the Lotus a decent percentage of the time. Yeah, white-green is like the only land that doesn't do anything. I don't have anything that comes with Chain of Smog. Nodimish's Workshop deck. Penhilder. Kaido. Is there any chance I get a green card in? Well, I could just take Loran. Loran's at least a reasonable sideboard card. Oh, I guess Malevolent Rumble came back, and that is a green card I would play. I'm still going to take it, and I'm still probably going to play it. Losing out on Temple Garden is not the end of the world. Malevolent Rumble is way too good in this kind of deck. And here, I think I just take Mindstone, Strike Master. I don't think Exploration's kind of cute. I don't have any draw 7s is the problem. I guess I'll take a Mindstone. Probably not going to play that. Same with problem is Fast Bond is I don't actually have any draw 7s, so they don't work. I think Elite Spellbinder is a good sideboard card. Oh, Satyr Wayfinder? Okay. We'll take those, and then I'll pass a Crucible. Oh, I passed late. You know what? If someone wants to go with late Crucible Fast Bond, Mark, Godspeed. Okay, let's do some building here. Well, I'm very glad I took this Oracle, because that is going to be my win condition with Salvagers or Outcome or any of these things. I do need to cut some cards. I don't need to cut that many, actually. So let's see. If I have 1 Plains, I'll end up with 3 white sources plus Petal and Lotus. Maybe I just don't play Enlightened Tutor. I don't love the card to begin with. Oh, I have a Chromatic Stars. I'm going to cut Sephiroth. I'm never going to play that card. I do think if I had more white sources, I'd be more inclined to play it, but I think this is going to work out. All right. What else? What else? I could probably cut the Hymn. I feel like there's matchups where I might want it, but especially now that I've got this late green pivot. So I could have had a Temple Garden, but what did I take over it? But now I don't remember what I took over the Temple Garden, but I think this is going to be fine. Let's see. So 1 Plains to get with Prismatic Vista. It gives me 3 sources plus Petal and Lotus is 5 plus Chromatic Star is 6. So it's not like a million, but I do just have the 1 Salvagers. All right. For red sources, if I cut the Suplex, I'll be pretty low on interaction. I'll have just Dismember and Duress. Well, Dismember, Ether, Spellbomb, Duress, Pyrite. All right. Maybe that's fine. This is probably going to be too many lands, so maybe I'll see about adding one of these things back in. But let's just see. If I have 1 mountain, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources plus the 2 things for Iteration and Breach. Okay. And then if I end up with like 3 islands is like 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many forests do I need? Probably want like 3. Is 3, 4, 5, 6 green, 7 green with Emerald. Because the thing is, both my green cards that I really care about casting find more things, and then that leads me, if I want to play 16 land, which maybe this is 1 too many, let's just say 3 swamps is 3, 4, 5, 6 black, 7 black, plus the things. Yeah, I don't actually have that many cards of each color, which is kind of nice. Oracle also gets cast off of Lotus most of the time. By the time I'm casting it, that's how it's going to be cast. So it's really just Snapcaster Outcome. I wonder if I could go 1 less island. And this is 1 mountain. I mean, this is enough to play Suplex, I guess. And maybe cut an island and do something like this. Let's see. 5 color combo. This deck is nice. A Brain Freeze away from being like the complete nuts, but still pretty good. And I think I like Life Death now that I have Rumble Wayfinder as ways to mill Salvagers or Luris. Yogwill looks great. Underworld Breach looks great. Yeah, the Malevolent Rumble is really tying this deck together. The late Rumble Wayfinder is like this just giant power boost to this deck at like very little cost. Entomb Life Death's also kind of nice. And I think the Mind Twist is good. Yeah, this looks sick. All right, so my teammates, Chucky, I guess, I've never teamed with this person before, has a decent artifact deck. Tinker for Colossus or Cauldron Complete. Relic of Sauron, Urza. No Academy, sadly. Mox Opal. Balance is nice. A bunch of cheap artifacts. Mana Drain, Baleful Strix, Psychic Frog. Yeah, solid. Deastern's got a nice one. You got Past and Ancestral. So, and since I have the Lotus, they probably have Gleemox or Time Walk are the only 2 real possibilities. Urza Saga with Retrofitter, Skull Clamp, Trinket Mage. Hullbreacher Bowmaster's Leoval, but no draw 7, sadly. I did convince him to put the Once Upon a Time in. It's criminal not to play that card. Otawara, Sheldock, some green accelerants. Yeah, pretty solid deck. Force Negation. Could use a little bit more counter magic, but still pretty good. And then JBV and just black-red aggro with a Mox Jet. So pretty solid. Let's just curve of black and red cards, bunch of removal. Decent deck. And let's get to it. I'm excited to play my deck. All right, I would like to play first against Mark here. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep almost any hand with a Lotus. So the question is, what do I do on turn 1 here? I kind of think I go turn 1 top, turn 2 upkeep spin. I could play turn 1 star, and if I missed on lands, crack it for green. The problem is if I miss again, then I just completely boned, because I want to use the star for Wayfinder. But I mean, I guess I could in that instance crack Lotus, but I would prefer not to. We have a bunch of black decks on our team, so I think I'm not going to play the Lotus on turn 1. I'm just going to end. I think, given that I'm on the play, I can just go turn 1 top, turn 2 upkeep spin to look for land number 2, play land Chromatic Star, and then turn 3 set up the Satyr Wayfinder, which also is pretty nice once you've topped a bunch because you get to do some good card selection there. So I think that's going to be fine. Obviously, there are draws where it works out better. Just YOLO, turn 1 star, turn 2 crack it. And if I miss on lands with the top, which is obviously a disaster, I can then at least crack Lotus and play Satyr Wayfinder. So hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I've got it out if it does. All right, Mark kept 7. So yeah, I have upkeep, stop, top, and say go. I just think the odds that Mark has Portable Hole or Embereth Shieldbreaker just a lot higher, yeah, than Duress or Inquisition. Well, I have the Duress. Teammate has Inquisition, so top. Okay, so we found a good amount of stuff. So let's get Forest, Straw, and Spellbomb. Pass the turn. Though, actually, I put Swamp next. I actually don't like the way I stacked that. That's unfortunate. Sentinel. Okay. So let's draw. But Life Death also isn't doing much for me, so let's just draw. Let's go land, Satyr Wayfinder, and pick up Gemstone Mine for sure. And do I want to? I think I'll play Chromatic Star. If he wants to map up the Sentinel attack, I don't need to use Ether Spellbomb to stop it. Okay, he's slamming. Make another map token. I'm gonna take it. Do I want to top upkeep? Yeah, I think I do, because I'm gonna cast Iteration here, and I think there's a pretty good chance I kill Mark 2 turns from now. I think I'm gonna have one more turn of setup, and then there's a bunch of cards that would basically just end the game here. 6, okay. That I might end up bouncing with Ether Spellbomb. We'll see though. Go into map token, revealing Fiery Confluence. Which doesn't actually do much against my board, to be honest. Okay, he did keep it, but let's spin top using a green. All my green stuff's gone. Oh. I think I just Prismatic Vista here and just shuffle these. Even though Iteration on Lotus Petal is nice, I don't think I care too much about that. Let's go Iteration, Luris in hand, and exile Pirate Spellbomb. I could Lotus. I think there's probably Lotus Luris here is my guess. Luris, replay Lotus, and play Pirate Spellbomb and pass the turn here. And I've got Ether Spellbomb to bounce the Luris if he commits to casting Fiery Confluence here. And if he does 2 to each creature, then I can Pyrite Spellbomb. I can sack Lotus for red, Pyrite Spellbomb the 6, sack Star for blue, and Ether Spellbomb the Luris. And then we're back in business. It's also not even 100% clear if he can cast Fiery Confluence here yet. But I guess we'll see. Gemstone Mine's nice, means I have access to white mana as well. And we'll see where Mark goes from here. He might be using the map token, yeah, to look for Mind Collapse. Oh man, it's actually kind of annoying that he hit a spell, because now it means his Delighted Halfling survives Fiery Confluence. He kept Mind Collapse on top. And all right, so this is Fiery Confluence, blow up, maybe just deal 2 to me, or blow up Sensei's top? I don't know. No, he can't blow up any of my artifacts. He has to deal 2 to me, because if he blows up... Oh. Mark, you are going to be unhappy with how this works. I sack this for blue, I guess, and Destroy target artifact. All right. That doesn't do anything. And then now, I guess I'll spin the top. Might as well see what's coming up. Entomb, Underworld Breach? Oh, okay. So I guess I probably win. I would assume. And you can Ether Spellbomb the 6. And then sack this for black to draw a card. And sack this to draw a card. All right. You can send. I just wanted to mill the bounce the 6 just in case it was going to do anything. But yeah, that did not work out well. I would have been able to bounce my own Luris, but yeah, you can't mess around with targeting stuff. All right, in comes that. That's fine. Gonna draw Lotus Petal here. And let's go Lotus for free off Luris. Entomb, Auriok Salvagers, Underworld Breach, Lotus Petal, sack this for white, play Lotus. Yeah, he got the idea. Okay, playing against red-green is not where I want him to Turok. Duress might honestly not be the best, but I still think it's probably better than, like, Mind Stone. I could put in Eshki Dragonclaw. This actually might just be a good Eshki Dragonclaw deck. Should I have just been running this? I have the colors, I have Moxes. Let's take out the Duress. Mark did not seem like he had very many spells in his deck. We'll see. If we go to game 3, I could change it, but we're not going to game 3. Come on. Okay, game 2. Yeah, I'll keep this hand because even though I don't have many in the way of combo pieces, Entomb is a start, and Dismember Snapcaster is awesome. Like, I'm going to Dismember this elf on turn 1. Oh, he does have the Gleemox. I still think I Dismember the elf, though it's actually a little closer now. Yeah, I should just do that. And then turn 2, because I can go turn 2 Chromatic Star, and then turn 3 Snapcaster Dismember, which, I mean, it cost me a lot of life, but presumably he's not hitting me with creatures at that point in time. Hopefully, yeah, he has a good 3-drop. I guess that's somewhat inevitable. All right, Mox Emerald here. What about best I can do is Swamp. All right. I don't think I even want to Entomb here because, yeah, maybe the Gleemox meant I should have not Dismembered the elf. I don't know. Mills Time Walk. So he has Time Walk and Gleemox. Here you go, you. I mean, I have Lotus and Mox, so I'm not complaining. But, yeah, it would have worked out better to save the Dismember. Let's see what he does. He gets to play Tameo, discarding that land if he wants to. Or a different land. He's discarding an island. Interesting. Is he going to play the elf too? Oh, okay. That I don't mind so much. And then play Sunbaked Canyon. All right. Draw. It'd be nice to draw a spell at some point here. Thassa's Oracle barely counts. Post the turn. It's going to crack Sunbaked Canyon to draw a card, I assume. Though he might want to use it to flip Tameo. I don't know. Thing is, if I didn't Dismember the elf and Mark didn't have another land or went... Here, I'll just do this now. Or went land... Another land. It's going to be tough if I don't start drawing something. Just kill your 6 here. Or if you want land 4-drop, I would have been like, oh, I should have Dismembered. But I guess the Dismember kills the 4-drop too, so I don't know. It's like a haster or something? Yeah. We're not going to game 3, he says, and I'm about to get walloped. I'll definitely block the elf if I get the opportunity. So, what do I need to draw here? I mean, Malevolent Rumble would be a really good start. I will say that. Moloch for 1. Does he have land, crack a clue? Oh, it just has Mother of Runes. Sure. All right, just not land, please. Okay. Lotus isn't nothing. I mean, I'm at 10, so I'm going to take... Yeah, I've got like 2 turns. Now, at least, if I draw Breach or if I draw Salvagers... Salvagers just wins. Life Death, unfortunately, does not anymore. Because Oh no, it does. I'm gonna probably gonna go to 6 here, and that means that life death just wins the game too because I entomb salvagers and then life death. But I can't entomb yet, I don't think. Well, hold on. Is there no? Because entombing means I can't draw the salvagers, and I think the 1 mana doesn't matter. All right. Top deck, huh? Okay. If I draw all lands, I guess I won't win. Oh, Rumble. And it still wouldn't have done it. Okay. Okay, and do I want duress on the play against Gleemox and Time Walk? Seems reasonable. HK still seems fine, though. I could take out a land. I am running kind of 1 land over. All right, we'll try doing that. Hopefully that's not too greedy here. Okay. Actually, I changed my mind. Hold on. Swamp in, Suplex out. Suplex actually looked kind of bad. His creatures were not generally of size where Suplex was great. Doesn't kill 6, doesn't kill the 3/4. Kills Tameo, I guess, but kills Gleemox, but that's not even that great of an exchange. All right, on the play here. I think that last hand was keepable, prone to flood. Then that hit did happen. This hand, I got to keep this. If I draw Lotus, I win. If I draw Rumble, it's really good. If I draw Iteration, it's pretty good. Obviously, I keep drawing Oracle, and that's really bad. And we're on 4 lands here. So, but Pirate Spellbomb does kill an elf. I think I play the Pirate on turn 1. If he doesn't play elf on turn 1 because I played Pyrite, then sure. I guess I could play Forest and not reveal that I have red mana, but he's kind of just got to play his elf if he's got an elf. Mana Crypt 2. Oh my god, okay. So he's got Mana Crypt, Walk, Gleemox. Well, that's pretty good. I still think that my deck's incredible, so if I just draw a little something here, then maybe we got something going. All right. Mana Vault is not nothing. Let's play Forest, let's play Mana Vault, and there's a pretty good chance I'm just going to crack Pyrite to draw a card. End of turn. Now that he has this Mana Crypt out, he's not going to play something I can kill with Pyrite here. He might just have a 1-lander, but I guess not. All right. What's this? Comet? No. Joshua Phoenix is dominant. Okay. Come on, Lotus. Come on. Lotus, Rumble. Lurrus wouldn't even be crazy bad because I could play Pyrite. I discard Mother of Runes and Moloch. Sure. Gleemox, Time Walk. Okay. Let's crack this and draw a card. Lotus. Okay, Lurrus is something. And Overgrown Tomb. Let's go land. Lurrus. Pyrite. And I'm just going to draw a card here right away. Come on. Not like this. Not like this. I even sided out a land. Eshki Dragonclaw would be interesting. I guess I can't cast something alongside it because I tap my Mana Vault. Okay, let's see if he can kill the Lurrus. This thing can flip into a 4/4. Does it really not show you the back? There we go. 4/4 flying lifelink that deals 2 to me. I'd be happy if you flipped this turn. That wouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay. Still just a Lotus away from a dub. Life Death might be an okay draw here if he spends his turn killing Lurrus. He did discard that Moloch, which is pretty nice. It's going to be pretty brutal if I lose just because both games 2 and 3 is just like land. Ugh, come on. Iteration, Rumble, Wayfinder even can like put Lotus in the bin, and then it takes 2 turns with Salvager, so that's like a little less good, but still would give me an out to start at least. Okay, Sunbaked Canyon. Is he flipping? Nice. Okay, that I don't mind. So I take 1. Come on. This is getting painful. Let's draw a card. Okay, Sensei's Divining Top. That at least is something here. So then next turn, that's going to take me to 11 here, but he didn't kill Lurrus last turn, which is pretty great. He's going to hit me to 4 down to 13, or sorry, down to 11, because this is going to ping me for 2. And then next turn it comes back, and he puts Mother of Runes and Moloch into play to kill my Lurrus, or puts just Oliphant into play, but my guess is he puts Mother of Runes plus Moloch into play. I mean, Fiery Covenant doesn't kill me. I get 3 more looks here, and I can Thassa's Oracle if I need to. Was he drawing a card? That would be excellent. Okay, that feels good. And what is this? Pyroglyph to kill the Lurrus now. Sure. All right. Oh. All right, Rumble, Lotus, any of these things? Let's go, let's go. Black Lotus. I even get to duress first. There we go. There we go. Finally, a little justice, he says. I just hate losing my deck so good. It's just, it feels like a travesty, you know? So let's duress you. Take 4th Eorlingus. Wow, Mark's deck is insane. I guess he probably feels the same way, but white. Salvagers. And boom. Salvagers Lotus with Pyrite in graveyard. And that'll do it. Woo! All right, time for round 2. Whew. Yeah, Mark's deck was crazy. I got pretty lucky to end up edging him out. Just both of our decks were very good. And I hit that Lotus at the end. I'm going to keep this Larry David here. Probably not the real Larry David. Is on blue-white with like Ponder, Counterspell, and whatnot. Drawing a land wasn't ideal. Let's just play these and pass the turn here. But it has like some creatures, so like the Suplex I think is good. I can cycle the Spell Bomb. Next turn, I'm just going to go Island, probably go. No reason to cycle the Spell Bomb right then. And then hope to find like, yeah, you know, the usual cards I'm looking for. Rumble, Expressive Iteration, that sort of thing. I'm really glad I took that iteration. It ended up being so much better than the Talisman I was considering. And that's always a good draw. That makes all my cards better. I mean, that's why I like drafting Black Lotus or Time Walker and Ancestral, besides obviously the fact that they're incredibly powerful. And part of the reason I like drafting around them is you can draft these really cool decks. Like Mana Crypt and Gleemox, not quite as exciting in that regard. Obviously, they're still very good, sometimes even better. Like I think Gleemox is better than Time Walk. But you don't get to build a Gleemox deck in the same way you get to build like a Time Walk deck or a Black Lotus deck. Considering casting something and didn't. Let's draw a card. Okay. Yeah, Yogwill, I think, is a little less good in this deck because I didn't end up with like a Storm payoff, but I still think it's probably worth playing. Feels like there is still going to be some turns where I can do some good Yogwilling. Oh, they're missing land drops. Unfortunately, I'm making land drops, so let's just keep passing. Oh, end of turn Containment Priest, sure. That does stop my life death. It's worth noting. What do we got here? I'm probably going to suplex the Containment Priest just to take less damage and save the Dismember for like the next play. I hope Larry David is just leaving mana up for counterspells because instead of affecting the board, they did play their Sage of the Skies. Just dismember that for the full amount of mana, not land. Okay. Deal 3 to target creature. And play Plains. Pass the turn. I mean, at some point I could go like Yogwill, play a removal spell, play a spell bomb. That doesn't sound crazy to me. And just not sack the Lotus or the Petal afterwards. We'll see what this is, I guess, if this is another creature. If it's a Planeswalker, it's a little more annoying. Oh, Palace Jailer. Oh, okay. Well, that puts a bit more of a clock on me. They're drawing 2 cards a turn now. Well, Salvager is as lethal as it usually is. Lurrus would be excellent. Rumble or even Wayfinder probably pretty good. Let's see. I don't think I want to burn Yogwill yet because I feel like there's a pretty good chance my opponent plays another creature here. I mean, it's possible they sit on counterspells, though they can't actually cast literal counterspell, which is in their deck, so until they have a second blue, and no, they haven't drawn it yet. Caracas doesn't really impact my Lurrus that badly. I'm not really attacking and blocking with it so much. Okay, hopefully this isn't a Planeswalker. Sarah Paragon. Okay, so that means next turn I'm going to go to 16, but I'm going to go Lotus, crack Petal, Yogg-Will, and then replay Spellbomb, and then cast these 2 removal spells, and I think that's going to be a reasonable play to make. Oh. I could just do that. All right, Entomb. Okay, well, we did see Force of Will. I still think I'm going to Entomb Salvagers here, and then Life Death the Salvagers. And if I get forced, then, which it looks like I'm going to, then I will probably have to reevaluate. Let's see. Land, I'm at 16. So I think I go Lotus. Did they pitch? Counterspell, okay. Sack for red, sack for black. I don't have a land here, so let's go forest. Let's go Yogg-Will using the 2 green. Lotus. I'm just not gonna sack the Lotus this turn because it's we're under Yogg-Will. Same reason I should not cast this Entomb. And let's go 16. Let's go Dismember the Sarah Paragon. Hold on. What am I going to cast this turn? I want to cast. I have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana with Petal, not using Lotus, and I want to cast Life Death, Spellbomb, Suplex, Dismember. I would take 8, go to 8. That sounds pretty good. Okay. Dismember the Sarah Paragon, paying lives, leaving a red floating. Death on Auriok Salvagers. Going to 8. Ether Spellbomb. And I think I do suplex the Palace Jailer because I still can. Oh, maybe I don't actually. Because I have a blue left for Spellbomb. Yeah, let's just do it this way. The reason I don't want to do that is because if I have to save my Salvagers with Aether Spellbomb, I want to be able to instantly recombo, which I wouldn't be able to do if I sacked my Petal. Because then I'd have to sack my Lotus also to bounce it with Spellbomb. So, all right, Yogg-Will was pretty good there. It killed Sarah Paragon and put Salvagers and Aether Spellbomb into play. Seemed like a pretty good deal to me. And then next turn I have lethal with Spellbomb, Lotus, Salvagers. And if they kill the Salvagers, I get to bounce it. And if they don't kill the Salvagers, I get to go. So they need a kill spell and a counter spell. Kind of a tough ask. So I feel like we're in pretty good shape here. Okay. Portable Hole. Huh. So that's on the Lotus. Okay. That doesn't... Oh, it's on the Ether Spellbomb. This is a really interesting play. Because if I bounce, if I draw a card, I'm not going to just let it happen. But if I draw a card and then he kills the Salvagers, that's bad. But if I bounce it, he's got a counterspell bad. All right, I got to look. We've seen, here, I'll even show you. So this is the screenshot from game 1. We've seen Unexpectedly Absent, Prismatic Ending, Skyclave, Oust, Counterspell. Okay. And then the game 1, because D-Stern beat him in 2. Game 1 screenshot is Prismatic Ending, Container Priest, Ocelot, Pride, Wrath. Yeah, all right. I'm going to bounce this. Obviously, there's ways this goes wrong, but I think this is the safest because it plays around Oust, Skyclave Apparition. It doesn't, yeah, Reprieve doesn't stop me here. And Unexpectedly Absent is annoying, but that's the only one. So I think, and he pitched the counterspell already. I think given the information I have about the deck, this play plays around the cards we know about and maybe plays into a card we haven't seen, but I think I'm going to go for it here. Unexpectedly Absent still does stop me here, but not forever, and I'm not really taking that much damage. Though I'm taking enough that I will die if if things don't work out. Okay, what is this? Prismatic ending the Lotus. Okay. Well, okay, now Reprieve does actually stop me from going off for a turn. So let's hope it's not that. Duress would be a really nice draw here. All right, well, let's go Salvagers. I mean, if you've got it, you've got it. There's no real other play to make. I mean, yeah. Look, if my opponent ends up having Force of Will plus Portable Hole plus Prismatic Ending plus another thing, like, then yes, I'm gonna lose. Like I feel like answering a bunch of stuff up to and including Force of Will, which is the best card against combo. What else can I do, right? I'm trying to beat as many cards as possible, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty decent job. Really glad I didn't suplex the Palace Jailer. I mean, maybe the Palace Jailer ends up killing me here, but had I suplexed the Palace Jailer, I wouldn't have had Petal or Lotus, and I think they would have gotten me with like Prismatic Ending. Looks like I got it. Whew. What a game. That was a cool game. I feel like I did a good job playing around stuff. Well, this is a Hymn to Turok sideboard. For sure. Suplex did not actually look that good, though. It does kill Portable Hole, but Portable Hole doesn't do that much. This also might be an Elite Spellbinder sort of situation, but that one I don't think, because Elite Spellbinder and a counterspell doesn't necessarily do much, though it is good against Force of Will. Maybe I want the Eshki Dragonclaw. I kind of feel like Eshki is just kind of a decent card. I kind of feel like I'm up a little bit on green, so let's take out one green. I feel like I was one land too much. Given the mana vault and stuff like that, and the key, I have a lot of mana sources. All right, on the draw here. This deck can turn one, and oh, this is. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but this is a good hand. So, turn on Ocelot Pride is not bad. I'm just going to play Badlands and say go. Against Prismatic Ending and Portable Hole, I definitely don't want to play Lotus. It's got no hand disruption. What do I entomb is kind of the question. I've got Snapcaster, so it makes some sense to entomb a spell. Oh, white is the open. Okay. I might just entomb. I'll just wait on entomb and see what I draw, I guess. Oh. Well, I guess that answers that, huh? Let's see. I think I'm going to take one more and give him one more token, and then I'm going to entomb Auriok Salvagers. End of turn. Had I entombed the Salvagers to begin with, it worked out pretty nicely, but I think this will still be fine. And I've got Snapcaster for either of these spells. Looks like we kept a Ocelot Pride. I'm going to assume Force of Will hand. Yeah, most definitely has Force of Will as well. I did not force the Entomb. Entomb ended up being awesome in this deck. Oh, Underworld Breach too? Okay. Cast Death on the Salvagers. Oh, am I getting Containment Priesthood? Okay. Whew. That would have been horrible. All right, Reprieve on Death. Yeah, I guess I go for it. Sack this for green. Oh, hold on. No, I have to sack it for white to fully go for it. All right, and cast Death on the Salvagers here. I didn't get forced. Nice. And then Salvagers Lotus. Am I getting plowed or something? Let's see here. All right, Lotus. They're just asking if I have it, but I do. I have Snapcaster for Entomb. And Snap, Entomb, Pyrite does the trick. What a nice deck. I turned 3, it went off through a counterspell. And even if this got forced, I would then next turn be able to cast, well, if I drew a land, Underworld Breach or something like that, or Snapcaster, if I drew a green Satyr Wayfinder or a Rumble and just set it up completely. All right. Oh, they conceded it and it popped up, and that's a 2-0 start. All right, time for round 3. Let's go for the 3-0 here. I'm on the play. It's a Lutri companion over here. And, all right, well, I'm going to keep this hand. So Magic Boy is playing like blue-red tempo, kind of. I think my inclination is to go turn 2 Mind Twist for 4. And I don't think I entomb yet, because there's just there's a range of things I'd want to entomb for based on kind of what I draw. Also, if I draw Mana Vault this turn, Satyr Wayfinder. So there's 7 cards. Maybe I just Wayfinder, then Mind Twist for 5 next turn. 8 cards, 7 cards. Yeah, it seems like it'll, as long as I'm getting I'm not running the risk of them playing too many cards out, I think it works out fine. All right, I'll pick up Gemstone Mine because I don't need a mountain. Gemstone Mine's really good in this deck because once I start tapping it, it's not like I need to do it 3 times generally. Another thing in favor of waiting on Mind Twist is I can kill most 2-drops with Suplex. Well, they didn't play anything this turn, which means I guess I will wait 1 more turn because I don't want to get countered here. Okay, pass the turn. Yeah, if they're not making plays, that's fine. And they don't have Force of Will or Force of Negation. I thought they were blue-red. I guess they have other colors too. Seething Song? I guess I should have Mind Twisted. I didn't really anticipate this happening. Sure. Can I draw Dismember? Sensei's top. Well, now what do I do? I could Mind Twist. I'm just going to Sensei's top here and look. Because if I find Dismember or a way to win, those are both pretty legit. Luris. Yeah, I guess I'll Mind Twist for 4 now. Because I'm going to play Luris next turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw Entomb. Or draw Luris, rather. And we'll see what gets exiled. Galvanic Discharge, Fracture. Those actually don't do anything. So that's not so bad. And because I have Luris, I could Entomb. I mean, they're going to kill my Wayfinder. It's actually good for me overall. There's a lot of things I can Entomb here. I can Entomb Underworld Breach, and Luris gets back Breach at some point here. But I guess I wouldn't get that back right now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the Luris, because I think Luris is still a good thing to draw. Let's see, if I Entomb, I could Entomb, yeah, and put Underworld Breach back in the graveyard. Or, I don't have quite the mana to Entomb. I could Entomb Ether Spellbomb. Nah, let's just get Underworld Breach. Let's spin the top. Sheesh. Okay. Land. Play Luris. And then play Lotus. And now if Luris dies, then, well, I don't get to Breach, but what can you do? Looks like Luris is going to die. Unfortunate. They get to Surveil. The problem here is that Mind Twist. This is Leyline Binding. All right. Mind Twist could have been good if I'd fired it off, but I waited and then they went Seething Song, Bonehorde, so I couldn't suplex that either. Brainstorm is a good hit. Go to 10. Yeah, I mean, if I find Salvagers, I guess I don't just win if I find Salvagers, but I do get to do some things. Okay. So I guess turn 3, maybe I should have just fired it off and not worried about their counters. Oh, the top card's PO. That's fine. I'll let them... I'm actually kind of happy about that because that means that they're not going to cast PO here. At least I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to spin top upkeep. I'm just going to draw the land and then... Well, is there any combinations of two things that I need? I guess there could be. So yeah, let's upkeep spin top. Are they casting PO? No, they're putting Lutri in hand. Okay. Let's draw upkeep spin top. Salvagers? Land. Okay. Draw. Spin top. All right, well, hold on. I'm not actually dead. I mean, I'm not going to win, but I can deal 3 to the dinosaur token. I still have outs here. Ragavan is going to take me to 1. Ragavan Bonehorde, and then see if this kills me. No, land. All right, I mean, if Magic Boy doesn't have a burn spell, then I get actually a bunch more looks, especially, you kind of shouldn't Ragavan me here. In fact, I think it's like a massive error to do so. My top 3 cards aren't anything good. You're just giving me an additional look. Because as is, I'm going to draw Mana Vault and take another look, and unfortunately my PO is gone. Yeah, no, you really... I think it's extremely bad to Ragavan here. I'm going to reorder because currently Mana Vault's the top card. But it's fine. It's not like I'm going to run out of Gemstone Mines. Okay. I go to 1. It's not like the difference between 1 and 3 matters, really, I don't think. If they play a Ren and 6 and burn me to death, obviously I retract that. But I feel like giving me additional looks when I have 1 card win the games is a pretty bad thing to do. Spin. Okay. Ether Spellbomb at least cycles. Now if I find Salvagers, I do just win. Draw Spellbomb. Look at my top 3. Play Spellbomb. Oh, I should have actually left Mana Vault on top. Whatever. Draw. Look at my top 3. Salvagers. Oh, Malevolent Rumble. Okay. Draw. Land. Malevolent Rumble here. I guess I'll take Sensei's top. Play top. I don't know what I could hit here, because I guess Yawgmoth's Will would still not really even do it. Okay, well, I can Yawg Will. 1 if Ravagers. Oh, God. That was sad. That was sad. Come on. Okay. Don't think I want him to truck. Maybe I do. They have a lot of removal. And Suplex looked kind of bad. I needed to do a better job. I looked... No, they're like... They are Mardu, Splash Blue. I guess I should have just Mind Twisted. No, I still not sure. They certainly have a decent amount of blue cards. All right, but I do think him is going to be good. And I don't think... Yeah, I don't think Suplex is amazing. So, yeah, let's go. See how this goes. Okay, I would like to play first. All right. Well, this hand at least looks at a lot of cards. I get to go turn 1 Volcanic. Play top. Yeah, I should have just fired off Mind Twist. That was... I mean, it was playing too scared. It is, I think, a little unfortunate because most of the things they could play on turn 3 get answered by Suplex. And... or I can Mind Twist the rest of their hand, and then that one threat isn't that bad. Bonehorde Dracosaur is not quite fit into that category. All right. I think I just cast Rumble here instead of spinning top. I hope I draw something decent. Oh, nice. All right. Luris is even better than decent. Let's Rumble into a Lotus. No, let's Rumble into a Snapcaster. Ooh, I might be Snapcastering... a Hymn to Turok here, or I'm probably just going to Snapcaster Rumble, actually. Starting town, nice. Draw. I guess I do want an upkeep stop as long as I have Sensei's Top. Mana Vault, that's not bad. Snapcaster Mage. Malevolent Rumble. Is there anything Rumble doesn't do? What a card. Rumble. Chromatic Star, Gemstone Mine, Mox Emerald. I'll take Mox. Mox. And then I think I'll spin top. I don't really need to Mana Vault here. Oh, if I find Paradoxical Outcome, we're doing it. Okay, you can play a removal spell on my Snapcaster Mage or my Eldrazi spawn if you want. Okay. What do we got here? Is it Seething Song again? No. Putting Lutri into hand? Oh, wow. Well, that feels pretty good. Okay, there's the Salvagers. Let's see, I don't need to play that one yet. Let's draw. Pay 2 life. Play Luris. Play Chromatic Star. Wow. Did I not play either spell before Luris? That doesn't really make too much sense, does it? Yeah, it really doesn't. Okay. I guess I'll sack this for mana. I really needed to do it the other order. They're like, oh, they're tapped out. It doesn't matter. Only a little embarrassing. And let's cast Mana Vault and pass the turn so I can spin top. Okay, well, I just need to find, this is pitching Lutri, I imagine. Yeah. I just need to find Lotus, and I have Salvagers. If I find Underworld Breach, it's amazing. Okay. Flamehold Grappler. Is this double Brainstorm? Oh, we're just playing it. Sure. Spin top. Okay, well. We're going to go for that. This time we're going to play the stupid Spell Bomb first. It actually kind of worked better this way. I'm not justifying the play, let's just be clear. But it kind of did work better this way because now I have Spell Bomb to protect Salvagers, which I think is more important. Lotus. Salvagers. And I think I win through Swords to Plowshares here still. Get back Lotus. You can Swords. I'm going to either spell my Salvagers, and then I'm going to replay Salvagers and Salvagers Lotus. Okay, going to game 3. Let's see if I can manage not to throw one of these 3 games. Suplex still on the outs. Eshki Dragonclaw? Kind of don't mind that. Let's take out a land on the draw here. I put in him. Let's just take out a forest. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Turn 1. Land, Mana Vault, Lotus, Salvagers. Though I guess Pyrokinesis can break up at turn 1 in that sense. Luris, Dismember. Yeah, I will keep this. The Manifold Key is a little unfortunate. It's like one of my worst cards, I would say. So, all right, drew a Volcanic. Yeah, not a great draw either. Let's play Chromatic Star. But, I mean, I have answers to Ragavan, and Dismembers can kill the first play. It feels like this hand is decent. Let's draw. Hymn to Turok is kind of funny given the Chromatic Star. Or all blue lands, but if I draw a black land, I can crack Star for black, and I can hymn that way. I am pretty far from Lurising as well. If Ragavan doesn't come down this turn, I'm probably gonna crack Spellbomb to draw. So Surveilled Away Arid Mesa, so it just has the mana for things. This could be a Vindicate or Lingering Souls. All right, that is fine. draw a card here. Okay. Well, now at least I know what I need. Spellbomb. Manifold Key. Pass the turn. Drawing double Island Volcanic has been a little bit rough. Let's hope we don't see more. What I kind of want Magic Boy to do is to play a threat that's like a 4-mana creature that I can dismember or something along those lines. Seething Song, Bonehorde. Probably not going to do that against Ether Spellbomb anyway. All right. The Lingering Souls isn't the fastest clock. So what I guess I'm kind of hoping happens is I like hymn them and then draw Lotus, something along those lines. All right, flashing back Lingering Souls, sure. All right, I'm going to draw a card. Okay. Eshki Dragonclaw's interesting. Let's just play Eshki. I got nothing better to do. And even though I don't have any zeros here, it does have at least Ward 1. And maybe I can draw something to play next turn. If I drew Mox instead of Forest here, ooh, baby. All right, I will take 4. I go to 14. I need to draw land here. I need to draw Lotus, but oh, sure. Leyline Binding. I'd much rather a Binding Eshki than Chromatic Star, to be honest. Okay. Can I get something? Anything? Okay. Sensei's Top definitely qualifies. Let's see. Let's go. I want to look. I want to draw. And I want to untap it and draw again. So let's go draw. In response, untap it. Okay, in response, draw. In response, look. Because I want to find a land here. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Really? Draw. No land. Guess I'll play top again? All right. Pass the turn. I actually still think we're doing okay here because it's going to depend on how much more pressure my opponent can put on me, but next turn I get to go, or I guess I shouldn't, F6 because I might draw a top. Next turn I get to duress here. What is this? 6 mana, this could be bad. Oh, Time Spiral. Honestly, that's not that bad for me. Like I wasn't really doing anything. And now I have Duress and Lotus, so if I just find Salvagers, then I can win. There's a reason I insta-ditched Lurrus for Salvagers. I didn't do that for Broadside Bombardiers, if you notice, but Salvagers is so good in this kind of deck. It's how I'm winning on basically all my games. Not that Lurrus and Breach don't do anything, but all right, Time Spiral. Well, that was great. I mean, I guess I started doing stuff, so they thought that I was going to be potentially comboing off next turn. Luckily, I was not, so that worked out kind of nicely. Let's see what this is. Dak Faden. Okay. Steel Chromatic Star. Okay. That's fine. I don't think I top upkeep. I'm just going to draw here. I guess I start with Rumble. Lotus Petal, Emerald, Satyr Wayfinder. I'm at 10. So I'll take the Emerald. Land. Emerald. I don't think... Do I want to Mind Twist or do I want to Duress? It's kind of interesting. I could twist for 8 here. I'd have to sack the Eldrazi spawn. I'm at 10 going down to 6. I kind of feel like Casting a big Mind Twist is actually going to be good here. Okay, X is 3, 6, 7. Just twist you for 7. And then I can duress to protect Luris, though I guess I kind of don't have good colors for that, funnily enough. Okay, I hit Bone Horde, Galvanic Discharge, Fracture Identity, I touch the Spirit Realm, lots of stuff. Okay, go to 6 here. It does get to crack Star and use Dax, so it gets to get up to some cards in hand for sure. I guess I can go Luris, just play Lotus, then Duress. And that doesn't stop instant speed removal, but might be worth doing. And Salvager is still, obviously, pretty absurdly good. It's going to be a close one. I mean, I did get rid of Fractured Touch and Galvanic Discharge. So let's, I think, let's see, Upkeep. I think I'm just going to draw here. Okay, that's probably enough to win. Let's go Duress you. I think it's worth Duressing first. Vampiric Tutor, Swords to Plowshares. No way to draw a card on the board, right? So I take Swords. Let's go Underworld Breach. Malevolent Rumble is what I'm going to start with. Exiling Duress, Mind Twist, Satyr Wayfinder. And I think I just need to Rumble Breach Lotus until I find Salvagers. I have a land already, so I'm just not going to put Gemstone Mine into my hand. And boom, that'll do it. Yeah. Let's see. So if I do that, I'll have 4 cards in graveyard, and then I Lotus, Rumble. I probably get there. This deck was just absolutely obscene. One of the best decks I've ever drafted in Cube. I mean, Lotus Salvagers, Lotus Luris, Lotus Breach, like Lotus, just everything. I never got to PO, which is kind of unfortunate. Manifold Key did draw me an extra off top, though. It had Duress, Mind Twist, though the Mind Twist kind of redeemed itself. There we go. I got to cast a big Mind Twist. Are you happy, Mind Twist enjoyers? I had Dismember, Suplex. The Spell Bombs are critical because they not only give you a win with Salvagers, they're so good with Luris and they protect Salvagers. I won the one game against Blue-White by bouncing my own Salvagers with Spell Bomb. I never had to Thassa's Oracle anyone because of the Pyrite, but I think it's good to have this as a backup. There's a chance my Salvagers gets like plowed, and then I get to like Rumble Breach Oracle them. The Yogg-Will was good as like a value Yogg-Will, but it was kind of awkward because I couldn't let Lotus get exiled or it was really hard for my deck to win. Had pretty good lands. The Gemstone Mine and the Prismatic Beast are both great for me. Top was good, and having an extra Mox and a Mana Vault and a Lotus Bowl doesn't hurt either. So 3-0 to win the draft, I think. Hold on, let me see if we won the draft real quick. We're up 6-5, so it's actually going to be down to D-Stern's last match. If D-Stern ends up winning, we win. Otherwise, we tie. But I did my part. I 3-0'd, and hope you enjoyed this draft. This was a lot of fun. So I'll be back tomorrow with some more Magic. Won't be probably as strong as this deck, but you can always hope. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.